Alrighty, I think we are good to go here. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go. Alright, hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a good day. It's Friday, everybody. A lot has been going on. Bitcoin's been getting slammed. I think it's down about 3% right now, close to $66,000. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, plus a little bit of news coming out about, what? The DOJ and Twitter. So I'm out of breath. I was running upstairs and downstairs a few times just a few minutes ago. But before we get started, I'm going to get Loki a treat. There he goes. That was fast. Yeah, that's all you get for now. He's had a few treats today. He's been running outside all day. But hey, Valorant. Hey, Max Power. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, see, I forgot my cigar upstairs, but I guess I'll smoke with you guys tomorrow since it'll be Saturday. I've been doing a bunch of stuff here, and I don't know why. I've just been really tired this week. I think it's because I shifted to a new diet, and it's much more, less carby, I guess you would say, even though I don't really take much carbs now. But yeah, I've been really tired this week, like way more than I'm used to. So last night I thought I was going to stream. I was like, oh, I'll take a quick little nap and I'll be ready to go. No, like I had a migraine from lack of sleep, and I just passed out for the whole, passed out for the whole night. If I can, I want to light my candle because it always smells good when I'm streaming, but things are kind of crazy this week. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a good day. DZ Street Market. This isn't going to be your normal stream because not too much has been happening with Bitcoin besides this little bit of volatility we've been seeing. We're going to kind of cover that for a little bit. Talk about, I would say, this weekend. I think this weekend's going to continue that volatility here, and I think we're going to have a few opportunities to have some fun. But man, oh man, are we just like basically waiting and waiting for Bitcoin to hurry up and make this larger move. I don't know how long we've been waiting now, months and months and months. We're still really good. I mean, people are freaking out right now, and Bitcoin's at $66,000. Remember, just like a month ago, we were down at $58,000 with the opportunity to go down into the low 50s or even the high 40s. So I still think we're doing okay, but it's definitely not as exciting as every time we have like a week or 2 weeks of excitement. We typically just get knocked back down because of everything going on. So that's no fun there. And hey, Street, hey, Elijah and Max, you need more salt, Mike. Low carb makes your salt requirements go up. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, I'll have to look at it. I've been trying to make eggs and stuff, and maybe that'll help me out a little bit more. Like, add some salt onto the eggs. Let's see how you do that. There we go. Light the skull. See how long that stays lit. But yeah, I'll probably figure it out. I mean, it's not too big of a hassle. I'm about to join a new gym because the one gym I'm going to right now, they're not open 24/7, and I think I need a 24/7 gym. So I'm thinking of joining an Anytime Fitness, which will be pretty good. Normally I don't go to the gym too much because I got my bicycle down here and I got my treadmill upstairs. That's usually been enough, plus a little bit of workout stuff. But I think I want to have access to those machines like at 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night after I'm done streaming with you guys, head on over to the gym and then get tired and all that type of good stuff here. But things are working out, I would say. I also think it's just like the holidays are starting to get to me. There's like, I got to plan out more stuff. Will I have Thanksgiving here? Will I not? I got the cleaning lady coming over here, managing all of that. It's just been a very long week for me. And I'm also getting ready for the Vegas trip coming up this Monday. So remember, this Monday I go to Vegas and I come back on Thursday here. So it'll be like 4 days in Vegas basically. And I'll be looking at everything to do with fintech, all the new fintech innovations, everything happening with AI fintech, banking fintech, everything you can imagine with financial technology. It's all going to be there, and all the new announcements are going to be happening. So I am going to be posting a lot more content about that while I'm there. I got this nice fancy new gimbal. Cost me a few $100, not like $210, something like that. But it's a beast, and it has like a whole bunch of little buttons and stuff. I'm still in the process of learning how this works out, to be honest, but it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. I've been using it for some of my shorts lately, and I used it today while I was recording my video. And I think it's going to be a great help for me when I need to make some content in Vegas, record it, upload it, and just put it online. I'm not going to worry about thumbnails as much right now. I'm not going to worry about all the extra stuff that I normally overthink. I'm just going to start making content and start showing it to you guys. Although I left my cigars upstairs that I wanted to smoke with you guys tonight, I'll smoke with you guys tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to be going to the cigar lounge. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to smoke there for a little bit with a couple of friends, and I'm going to record myself at a table doing a video for you guys, and I'll just give you guys some thoughts about what some other stuff that's going on today. If there's any major news that's broken between now and the time I'm smoking with buddies at the cigar lounge, it'll be a little bit different, right? However, hey, do you eat eggs and avocado? What do you call it? That's actually what I've been eating. I've actually had some avocado. I've had some eggs. Avocado just molds so freaking fast, and I think it's because I'm not choosing the avocado. I'm letting an Instacart person do it. So what I plan to do is next week when I get back from Las Vegas, I'm going to go to Costco, and I'm just going to buy some avocados from there. I think I got to go to Costco like maybe every couple days, every few days, just to get like fresh stuff, and then eggs, avocados, and things like that. What do I need? Eggs, avocados, chicken breast, and maybe some more yeast for some homemade bread. I'm not going to have too much bread, but every now and again I like to actually have bread just to have it. Have all the dippings and stuff like that, the oils and the vinegars and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. But speaking of news here, guys, I want to talk about this very fast. So this is a story from CoinDesk that came out earlier today. It looks like it came out around noontime, my time. But it says, crypto rally foiled by report of DOJ probe into Tether. Now, you guys probably all hold some type of USDT. This is not a good thing that the federal government is going after this. Let's hope that, again, this is a big if right now because the election is so close. If Donald Trump's elected, this goes away. If Kamala Harris is elected, this probably does not go away. So there's just a lot of stuff going on. This is definitely not the news we wanted to see coming out of today. Again, why would you stir the pot? I swear, I feel like Joe Biden is trying to sabotage Kamala Harris because he got pushed aside for her. Over the last 24, 40 hours, did you know Joe Biden said that they should lock Donald Trump up? And I'm like, dude, you can't be saying that shit right now because there's the appearance that there could be the Fed is trying to go after Donald Trump, right? You can't just blatantly say we got to lock him up. Even if you come back and clarify it later on, you can't say that shit, right? And then on top of that, the race is just getting closer and closer. This is news that does not help Kamala Harris because, again, Kamala Harris is viewed as a continuation of Biden policies. I don't think Kamala Harris's team wanted the Department of Justice to go after Tether. I don't think they wanted that at all because, again, she's trying to get into that crypto bro culture. She's trying to get into the crypto environment and say, hey, don't go after this. If they go after Tether, what's left? USDC? Go on to any of your favorite exchanges, right? Not many exchanges have USDC against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, against a meme coin that you may like, against Solana. It just doesn't happen. Most of what these exchanges own is going to be Tether. And the fact that they're doing this, it's just mind-boggling to me. We've known they've been looking at it for a while, but the fact they've actually, starting to do stuff, it's just not a good thing right here. Only bad part about avocado? Oh, trust me, dude. I know. I love avocado, but you got to get it unripe. And as it gets ripe, then you got to start eating it slowly. I had bought 4 avocados. I was only able to enjoy 1. So, you're paying for you got to pay for it. But let's go over the story very fast, and we're going to look at Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin's coming back down, and we are coming back down to test out the 20-day moving average. We'll cover that in just 1 second. You guys know what happens when we start touching these moving averages. A lot of volatility. So no matter what happens tomorrow, Bitcoin's either going up $3,000 or we're going down $3,000. It would be going down towards about 63,000 basically. So with 66,000, yeah, about $3,000. And we close in about half an hour, yeah, about $3,000 either way. So get ready for that roller coaster ride. Let me just read this story for you guys very fast so you have an idea of what's going on. So, cryptocurrency prices have reversed early gains and are broadly lower during U.S. afternoon hours on Friday, following a Wall Street Journal report that the U.S. is probing stablecoin issuer Tether for violations of sanctions and anti-money laundering rules. Stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrency whose value is pegged to another asset, typically the US dollar. With the market cap in excess of $120 billion, Tether is by far the most widely used stablecoin, right? So they're probably saying, oh my God, terrorists in Russia are using Tether to move money around. You know what I mean? That's probably what they're mad about. So instead of going on with the rest of the story here, I just want to go right here to the Wall Street Journal report. I'm hoping it's not going to have a paywall here. Let's see. Okay, there is a paywall here. Yeah. Looking whether the cryptocurrency has been used by third parties to fund illegal activities such as the drug trade, terrorism, and hacking or laundering. Right? Why not just go after them and not go after the company? I swear it's always kind of annoying. This is kind of what they got Binance for. Binance survived. Binance was fine, as you guys know, but it's still just not good. It's just not good. Maybe one of these days I'm going to have to get a subscription to this, but I really don't feel like giving newspapers my money because they're very, very biased in how they report news, and I just don't like that anymore. I'd rather give it to a podcaster or something, right? But anyway, that's some of the news going on today, and it's definitely not good news right here. It's just not good news. I don't think it'll matter too much because, again, election is coming up. If Donald Trump wins election, we should be pretty good with this type of stuff. I do have a feeling that, if you're a Trump supporter, don't take this the wrong way. I think if he is elected and he becomes president, I don't think he's going to care at all about cryptocurrency. I think he's going to put people in charge that care about it, that have that are close to him, pro crypto people. He's just going to say, "Hey, I don't understand this world. You guys go fix whatever you guys need to go fix and make sure we have the best crypto business in the world." That's basically going to be his mindset here, okay? So I think if those people do get in charge of the bureaucracy and they kind of are able to kind of tweak things a little bit, a lot of this stuff will go away. They might not say, "Oh, we're stopping," but it'll just pause. It'll just "Hey, everybody, nobody's working on this anymore. We're going to go work on something else," right? Stuff like that is what I think is going to happen. I don't see Donald Trump going out there and saying, we have to get Bitcoin to 500,000. We have to stop. He may say the DOJ needs to stop prosecuting crypto companies or something like that because we want to be crypto friendly. He may say something like that, but I still even doubt that once the election is over. Okay, so let's work on Bitcoin very fast. This is where things are getting a little bit more iffy because if you look at the daily chart now, we're starting to see that little bit of bearishness peek out right there. Just a little bit here, just a little bit. But it is bearish, right? Stochastic has been bearish for a minute. Same with the RSI. If we continue on this drop here, we are going to be heading for about $63,000 by the end of this weekend, possibly within the next 24 hours. And the only reason I say the next 24 hours, and if you guys have been here for a while and you guys, are not new, you guys know that when Bitcoin crosses above these moving averages, right, there's always so much volatility happening. There's some really big moves, really big moves. It can be positive or negative, but the moves are always going to be very, very, very big. And, unfortunately, right now, with the bearishness happening on the daily chart, you could possibly see Bitcoin come all the way back down here towards $63,000. So if you are a little bit more cautious and things like that, I would just say be careful right now. We've talked enough about dollar cost averaging. We've talked enough about scaling out of positions right here. If you guys haven't been able to scale out, that's on you at this point, right? And while Bitcoin isn't looking too bad, really, it's all these tokens that have had massive rallies. This is what's scaring people right now. So if you go over here to top 100 coins on coinmarketcap.com, you see those safe is up right now. Everything else happens to be red. On the other side, CASP is down 18%, MOG is down 17%, NOT is down 15%, World Token is down 15%, Pendle's down 15%, Popcat's down 14%, Brett's down 15%, Tia's down 14%, and on and on and on. Pepe's down 13%. You're seeing a bunch of nastiness. And this is why when we were doing our week's trades here, and I was buying some stuff up, and on this right here, on BYDFi. Hold on a second here. Let me log into this one. This one should already be logged in. Okay, there we go. This is why we only put a few $100 into these types of trades to make sure we're fine. So what you're seeing right now is, right, this trade right here, render, we're down 100%. Although it's $9, it's still 100%, right? 43% down, 112% down, 78% down, 71% down. Kaspa down 200%. We just talked about Kaspa being the big loser here. PYR down 123%. Cat being up still quite a bit. I'm thinking, did my cat? So up 43%. But, basically we're down quite a bit, right? And cat. So my cat position did stop out. So we did lock in some profit there, which is nice. But overall, still down a little bit here. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind here, and we'll be dollar cost averaging more and more as we go on. For now, Bitcoin's down a little bit. Today's definitely a day where you guys would want to be dollar cost averaging, but just take a look at this 4-hour chart for a lot of different assets. Bitcoin doesn't look too bad, right? Not too bad. Ethereum, not too bad. Of course, it's heading back down here to support. Dogecoin, not terrible, but Dogecoin will catch up to the rest of the market here. It always does. WIF, breaking down right now, trying to at least. Bonk, flushing. Miro, coming back down after a breakout too, sucks. Baby Doge coming down. Baby Doge actually has a long way to come down because of this pump we've had over the past few days. STMX, Book of Meme, you know, these are 12-day charts, by the way, so maybe we should go to daily charts. You can see how there's a lot of pain happening right now across the market. That's fine. Dollar cost averaging is fine for a lot of these. Some of these, like AMP and aren't meme coins, they really haven't done much in the first place. Really, some of the largest moves that I see happening are things like MOG, right? MOG is a meme coin. Turbo is a meme coin. Turbo can come all the way back down here to 0.0066. Popcat, meme coin. World token, AI token. These AI tokens and these meme tokens are definitely going to be the bigger things here. Let me push login here. Let's get that one. Can I show you guys this, or is it going to make me have to do some puzzle? There we go. So we only did a few. Again, these are small little trades in here, but our cat that we did 5x leverage, that's 78% down or $15 down. Reef is down about 100% or about $10 down. Again, not a lot of money invested in these ones. And then Big Time is up around 20% since we bought, which is kind of interesting. So that's one of those things that might be moving higher today. But of course, it's been a painful week. I'm still bullish on a lot of stuff. I'm still buying a bunch of stuff. But that daily MACD, you know, while the weekly one says we're going to have a breakout sometime, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks from now, you know, the daily one says we might have to come back down and rest around $62,500 or $63,000 before making that larger move. The one thing we don't want to see is by the end of this week, and I mean Sunday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, you know, that UTC time rollover on Sunday for wherever you guys are at, we don't want to see this weekly candle break down below this body of candle right here. That's the one thing that would just slam us down and be like the most bearish thing you ever saw. If we can hold above this, things should be okay because we still got that upward momentum right now. But if we start breaking down below this on the weekly chart and primarily close down below it, ooh, you know, that's where we have an issue right there. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of what's going on. So let me zoom out here a little bit more and kind of just talk about what's happening on the hourly chart very fast. We're still consolidating. We're not anywhere close to, or we actually are, sorry. We're close, but we're not like there just yet to where we were a few days ago when Bitcoin was really having a more of a downward move. So we're still holding on right there. It's the altcoins that are making this feel so much worse, right? Ethereum, much lower. Solana, much lower. Dogecoin, much lower. WIF, much lower. Bitcoin's actually not having a problem. I think a lot of the stress that people are having right now is altcoins, and that's primarily because altcoins were the thing that was running up quite a bit. If you back up a little bit here, and let's just go to numbers here, right? Last 30 days, Bitcoin's up 5%, Ethereum is down 6%, BNB is down 2%, Solana's up 10%, XRP's down 15%, Dogecoin is down 29%, up 19%. Dogecoin, okay, look at you. Tron is up 8%. Toncoin is down 17%. ADA is down 15%. AVAX is down 9%. SHIB is up 7%, right? And then you're seeing, you know, there's some hope in here. I mean, meme coins seem to be outperforming everything, actually. Fetch AI is not even doing so hot compared to the weekly. Dog with hats up. I mean, if this is teaching us anything right now, guys, it's that meme coins are the things that everybody wants to buy. I mean, BitGet token's still going up. I got a little bit of that, but I've been holding that from what, like 2021 or something. But Popcat, Floki's not doing as hot. Let's see. Cat in a Dog's New World, that's up 65%. Brett's up 3%. Beam's up a little bit. ApeCoin, more of an NFT play, I would say. Radium's up a little bit here. Safe. I don't see many meme coins. MOG is up 25. Any other meme coins? Yeah. It seems like meme coins are the thing that you guys want to be looking at right now. And I know I've been saying that for the past few weeks, and of course, you know, we've been able to make some money off of it. But Definitely. Meme coins seem to be where everything is happening here. So if Bitcoin does find a way to relax and come back up in the future here, again, meme coins are where you definitely want to be. For heaven's sakes, Miro right here, poor Miro is down about 20% today. 20%. So it can definitely rebound quite a bit. But you see what happened over this couple weeks there. Miro went up around 100%. Even had a big jump up yesterday. So for this same type of pattern where you see Bitcoin or this Miro token, the next day's candle closing down below this, that's a very bearish, and that's what we don't want to have happen with Bitcoin on the weekly chart, right? Nice and large. We don't want to see that happen by the end of this week. If we come a little bit closer to that, sure, that's fine. It's not what we want, but fine. But if we start breaking down below that's where we have an issue. As far as everything else here, guys, gold is still heading for all-time highs again. Gold is still going crazy. People don't feel too confident about the economy right now, which is kind of interesting, even with the rate cuts, probably because the Fed is slowing down these rate cuts a little bit too. But gold's going to all-time highs. The Dow Jones had a pretty rough day today. NASDAQ did actually not really too bad here today. SPY came down a little bit, but still holding on. Russell 2000 cooling back off. Dollar index still moving higher. MACD over here showing a little bit of strength. The daily chart still showing some strength here. We may see the dollar index actually break out later on next week. And I believe this is just leading for us to a little bit of uncertainty coming up with the election. We got like a couple weeks left, guys. Once the election's kind of solved and we kind of figure out what's going on, people can kind of price that in, if you will. But definitely, dollar index isn't looking that good. And oil, of course, is still staying pretty solid. Look at the monthly chart for oil. Let me just get rid of some of these older charts because we don't need them as much anymore. Oil's still doing fine. It's holding some of these key levels. We haven't had a complete flush out. If we have a complete flush out, that really means the economy is in a bad spot. And actually, I would really hope that we don't do that because that could really drive Bitcoin down as well. Not a straight correlation like, hey, because oil is down, Bitcoin must go down. But it's like the circumstances surrounding an oil drop would also be negative circumstances for Bitcoin at the same time, if you will. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. As far as everything else, let me get out of that tab. That's just Cuban cigars and stuff. If you guys own Tesla, Tesla's been doing very, very well today. There's been this. See, oddly enough, isn't it crazy? As soon as Elon Musk has some good news about his company, Twitter, and Tesla and all that type of stuff, all of a sudden there's a breaking report from the Wall Street Journal saying Elon Musk's secret talks with Putin ramped up during his Twitter takeover. You know what I mean? This is why I typically don't want to give money to online media sources. But Tesla went up 3% today. Nvidia's up 0.8%, and the 10 years up a little bit here as well. 0.32, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I mean, things are generally going good. Tesla shares closing higher. CDC says 75% people have been affected by the E. coli outbreak. It seems like it's wrapping up there. Not bad, right? Not. If there was really bad news here, it'd be on the front page. There really isn't like really bad news coming on. People are just pricing in different things. And on top of that, Jeff Bezos killed Washington Post endorsement of Kamala Harris. I think he's trying to bring the paper to be more neutral, or he thinks that Trump is going to win and he doesn't want to piss him off because he wants to get some good deals. Because again, remember, Elon Musk has SpaceX. He has Blue Origin. If he wants some government contracts, you better show some fealty to Donald Trump. It's crazy that he might do this, but I mean, if you want some money for your company and they want it to be government money, but those little gestures I think go a long way with any political candidate out there right now. What the fuck is this horrible music I'm listening to? I'll play some September Earth, Wind, and Fire edition. All right, but yeah, that's kind of what I see happening right now. Bitcoin trying to have a little bit of a rebound here, but we haven't had enough of a drop for me to really want to do a rebound play yet. Yeah, we really haven't done enough here. So what I'll do for now is let me add on a little bit of a trend line here just to stretch this out just a tad. Go over here to the 15. It came close, and then let me see if is this the top? Top. That's the top, okay. Let's go over to the 4-hour chart. That's the top right there. Let's do the reverse Fibonacci here. Is anything been hitting off of this? A little bit. Not too much though. We really had a big drop over the last half an hour, didn't we? Yeah, it's been okay so far, but not really showing enough strength to make you want to go straight in and buy. That being said, if I was an aggressive trader, I probably would be buying a lot of altcoins right now. But instead of doing a day trade, I'm instead doing altcoin trading here, or excuse me, I'm doing dollar cost averaging buys here because everything's come down like 10-20% in a day. I typically like those discounts. All right, let's go back over here very fast. Let's get out of this. Any other news that I need to talk to you guys about? What's this? Microsoft is letting shareholders vote on the possibility of investing in Bitcoin. The vote's outcome will be closely watched, as a yes would underscore Microsoft's commitment to innovation and willingness to diversify its portfolio, while a no would maintain the status quo. I mean, it doesn't, as somebody that lives in like around Seattle where there's a lot of Microsoft people, it doesn't really feel like a Microsoft thing to go out there and buy Bitcoin. I would love if Apple did that because Apple desperately needs a shakeup. I have a feeling Tim Cook won't last another 5 years at Apple. I think that guy needs to be kicked out. As somebody who's bought a new iPhone 15, not the 16, but a new 15 Pro Max and stuff, it is a lot worse than my 12 Pro Max that I had before. It is a lot worse. So just saying, I don't think Apple's going to do too hot in the future, which is why I sold off a lot of my Apple, to be honest. Also, what's his name? Warren Buffett sold off a lot of Apple too, so you know what? If he's doing it, I don't mind copying him a little bit more. What's right here? What up with GOAT? Went up 500% in 30 days. It's a low market cap coin. If you guys get lucky, you guys can make a lot of money on those tokens. That's why I'm more like, remember, that's why I have partnerships with exchanges I do. Remember, if you guys go down below and you look at my description, there's going to be a few links down there. You guys don't have to sign up for any of them if you don't want to. I'm just telling you. There's Weeks, ZoomX, and there's BYDFi. All of them have a lot of tokens, a lot of low market cap tokens, and they're non-KYC, which is just, I don't know, something about non-KYC is very attractive to me in an exchange. But yeah, I mean, if you have a low market cap token, they can really go parabolic out of nowhere. We're not going to understand the reasons why it happened. Pretty much a whale just goes up and buy it, if you ask me. But again, it can have a huge effect. And then when it crashes, and it normally will crash, GOAT will come crashing down a little bit later on. Well, you know that one whale still has a bunch of tokens, so it's probably going to go up again in the future. Why not just take a nibble? And again, it can be $50, it can be $100, but just take a nibble because you already know it's been eaten up quite a bit. Somebody's going to try to push that up later on. That's the way I think about it. PC Master Race for the win. And hey, Nicholas, happy to see you, my man. Let's see. And hey, Ty Fox, not sure if you guys are aware, but Israel just attacked Tehran, people. I mean, Israel's been attacking everybody over there, haven't they? I mean, it's been pretty consistent. They're going wild. I mean, I think they got PTSD as a nation from the October 7th thing that happened last year. I think they just want to like the status quo is like people firing missiles into your country. They're like, shit, we don't want that. And then they're just, like, let's kill everybody that wants to kill us. And there's some bystanders caught in the way. They're like, you know what? Some of our bystanders were killed too. Live and let live, or die and let die. I mean, they're just going, they're on the warpath right now. Let me go over here to Twitter. Let me see if there's any news about it. Because I think it'll come out tomorrow. There it is, Tehran. There we go. But Donald Trump is talking with Joe Rogan today, and I think that interview should come out tomorrow, so everybody will see it. But let's go over here very fast. Let me make sure my audio is on. Let me make sure my headphones are on. Everything's good to go. I don't normally wear my headphones with you guys, but, so I can actually hear what's going on here. In fact, why don't we... Will this work better, I wonder? Now, can I zoom in a little bit here? It seems like I'm zoomed in a little bit too much here. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay. So this says breaking Tehran right now. Everything is calm. So everything's calm from here. Breaking violent explosions in Iran. First pictures of Israel attack has begun on this stage and is attacking several locations in Tehran with missiles. The second largest oil field in Iran has been bombed in the Khomeini airport. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Is oil up right now? Is oil even being traded right now? So oil's not being traded. Let me go over here very fast. Oilprice.com. Let's see. So there's a few breaking news stories here. Russia's Arctic LNG 2 project put on ice with no restart plans. New Mexico warns that green goals will stymie oil revenue. This is all hours and hours ago, so there's nothing as of noon just now. There was a massive breaking news thing on the screen when I hopped in here, but I'm guessing they're probably going to read a story about that. They're going to make a story about this here pretty soon. But let me see. Let's see. I mean, this is up 2% right now, which is quite a bit of a move for one day. Let's see. 2 hour delay, 1 hour delay. Okay, so there's a delay here, 17 minutes delay. So there's a delay here. I can't even see the live oil prices besides what I get from oil over here. But this is done for the day trading. So let's keep on going down here. Tehran right now. Oh, I can do that. I forget I can do that. Okay, hold on. Makes everything a little bit easier, doesn't it? Okay, this works. So what will this do to the price of Bitcoin? We'll have to wait and see. This is just coming in right now, so Bitcoin usually takes a little bit longer. All right, give me 1 second here, and then how do I? Hold on a second here. There you go. I just forgot how to spell Tehran. There we go. Okay. Now let's see what else is going on here.
Fox.
Israel starts retaliatory strikes against Israel. I'm guessing they must mean Tehran because I'm looking at this and it says, I know you guys can see that. Israel starts retaliatory strikes against Israel. I'm assuming they just meant Iran.
News can confirm that Israel has started their attack against Iran following a ballistic missile attack that was launched against Israel earlier this month. Explosions have been reported in and around the Iranian capital of Tehran, as well as in the northern part of the country. We do understand at this hour it is a fluid and developing story. It appears at this moment that the Israeli attack against Iran is ongoing. I spoke this evening with a senior official who gave us some context into the days leading up to this highly anticipated.
Okay, so we know something's going on here. Fox News is reporting it. I'm assuming CNN and those other networks will be reporting it too. Let me go over here to do one thing before I continue this video. I'm going to bootleg CNN over here very fast just to see if CNN's covering it. Let's see. They're talking about Trump is bad stuff. Let me go over here one more time to YouTube. And I just want to go over and check out what's the really pro-terrorism news site? Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera usually has something going on here.
We haven't actually seen an official statement or confirmation from the Israelis. However, take us back, please.
So it is happening right now. These guys know everything going on in the Middle East. It's going to have a very biased tint to it, but you know, it's their news. Let it be their news, right? Just like our news has a very pro-America tint to it, even though it may be Democratic, Republican, you know.
Israeli strike against Iranian territory. This strike, according to this senior official, was meant to send a message of deterrence to the Iranian
my CNN may be lagging. Okay.
Regime, and there was communication with the Americans beforehand as the region waits to see what will come next. But again, the latest information that we have, multiple explosions have been reported in and around the Iranian capital of Tehran, as well as in the northern part of Iran. We don't know the exact targets, but I am told that some of the targets were taken off the list following American pressure. There have been a lot of conversations taking place with top Israeli leadership here in Tel Aviv and in Jerusalem, talking with their counterparts in Washington to determine how to deter the Iranians. But
this will be interesting. If Trump wins the election in just a few weeks, I feel like Israel will just do whatever the fuck they want, knowing Trump's people will be in there to just like cover for them pretty soon. It'll be interesting.
But not drag the region into a broader war. Now, one other
this is a fucking war right now. I mean, this is this is this is a war.
Another important note here. An Israeli official tells me the expectation is that following the strikes tonight against Iran, there will be some sort of response. Of course, they don't know what that response will look like, but Israeli air defense remains on high alert across this country. There is an understanding that Iran has the ability to target Israel with a variety of ballistic missiles, as they did earlier this month when they launched 180 of them toward this country. And so Israel's top defense systems, including the Arrow 2 and 3 systems, do remain on alert to be able to protect some of the more sensitive targets across this country. Fox News.
Okay, so that's kind of basically what's happening right now. You can see all this happening. I mean, they're hitting some shit right now. Oh, here we go. Tonight's Israel's IDF confirmed strikes against Iran's regime after decades of Ayatollah Khamenei sitting comfortably in Tehran while setting the regime on fire via proxies and partners. Israel is rightfully making it a little less comfortable for him tonight. We can listen to this as long as it's like not Hebrew, because I can't understand that.
In response to months of continuous attacks from the regime in Iran against the state of Israel, right now, the Israel Defense Forces is conducting precise strikes on military targets in Iran. The regime in Iran and its proxies in the region have been relentlessly attacking Israel since October 7th on 7 fronts, including direct attacks from Iranian soil. Like every other sovereign country in the world, the state of Israel has the right and the duty to respond. Our defensive and offensive capabilities are fully mobilized. We will do whatever necessary to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel.
There you go. And hey, Los Cones. If I said that right, let me know. If I messed up again, I'm sorry. Why does this guy talk like a drunk person who has a perfect articulation? He's trying to underscore the seriousness of what's going on here. So, despite the chaos on social media, the sky in the west of Tehran is clear and the situation isn't chaotic. The explosions occurred outside the main city. They say that, but I mean, then you look at this, and then you're like, there's buildings, there's apartments everywhere. Maybe they're saying that part in the background is the background, or the city. But I mean, they're still getting hit. Let's see. Trying to figure out exactly, like, there's so much misinformation on here because it is Twitter. Everybody shares what they want to. Let's see. I mean, there's definitely some bombs going off. Here. Iranian capital, Tehran. I'm a video guy. I don't like pictures. Okay, there's a fire going in the background there. Let's go back. Oh, I swear I just had it up here. Hold on. So even the oil prices haven't, or the oil websites haven't even made a new story here. But if I was an oil website, all my reporters would be sleeping right now. What am I talking about? They're not like CNN or MSNBC or Fox News where they have people 24/7. Bitcoin is going up off of this news. So it started happening like a half an hour ago. That's when Bitcoin started to reverse. It hasn't been a big reversal, but it has been a reversal. So let me go over here very fast. We're going to pull up a little bit of Face the Nation here. We can pull this up as well. Let me show you guys this right here. There we go. And then let me pull this here.
Both in April, then October 1st, failed. they were able to fire ballistic missiles, but when they did so, they pretty much ran through their stockpile at that moment, 180 to 200 at a time. They were not able to make contact with the targets that they really aimed to.
Hey, Max, your family said they heard 6 explosions. Hopefully they stay safe, man. It is going to be a wild time across the whole region, looks like, for the next few weeks. Because after this, Iran's going to have to respond, and Israel's going to have to respond. It's going to go back and forth until something changes. And that something probably will be like Donald Trump being elected, but like that's because everybody's fucking afraid of Trump because he's like a loose cannon that can like nuke anybody. So they say. Yeah.
At least publicly vowed to hit. So they are showing themselves to be weakened. They have also shown themselves to have lost some of their proxy force leaders who they relied on strongly, like the leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah. That was the most important proxy force in the region. When I say proxy force, I mean that's an unofficial militia, a military force for them in the region.
Okay, so let me go over here. I'm gonna see if there's Israel. I want to see if there is anything live happening. I'm going to open up a few different things so we can kind of see what's going on. Because Bitcoin, of course, not really much here. Face the Nation, NBC News has a thing going on right now. AP says view of Beirut skyline as Israel strikes Lebanon. Okay. Dozens dead, it says. So there's already dozens dead right now. Anything else that I know right now? No. So there's a few news organizations covering this right now.
I got to tell you, the coming hours and days will be what tells us that, Tom.
Yeah, and people have talked about this, and I know you know this, Courtney, an all-out war between Iran and Israel. And again, we want to caution that's not what this is. They are firing salvos at each other, but that's not an all-out war between Iran and Israel. That does not appear what this is. But Israel's advantage in the military front versus Iran's, which is a bit more dated, though they are making a lot of the drones that are being used in the region. But talk to me about the military might between those two countries.
Yeah, Iran, one thing, we hear a lot about Iran's nuclear capabilities, but I can't stress enough about their ballistic missile capabilities. They have a huge arsenal of ballistic missiles. The big question is just how capable and accurate are they? And that's something that analysts have been looking at since these back and forths in April, and then even more recently, Iran lobbing nearly 200 ballistic missiles at Israel only a couple of weeks ago. The vast majority of them were shot down. Some did impact, though. But the big question is just how capable are these missiles in this enormous arsenal? I think the other thing we have to keep in mind when we talk about the capabilities between these two sides is Iran has a huge proxy presence in the region. Now, Israel has really degraded that proxy presence in recent weeks and months. They have taken out large numbers.
Okay, same things we heard before. So I'll let these play in the background here. We'll go back. What's that last one? Al Jazeera. There you go.
Shortly before.
There you go. So I got 3 things running in the background. We'll see. Bitcoin's positive off of this news, but I mean, just barely here, guys. Just barely at this point. And MX, that does sound like the worst position, my man. You got to definitely get out of there somehow. Well, yeah. Hopefully the money you're making off of trading this helps you out a little bit here. Let's see. That suit's out of hand and somehow we paying for both sides. That's what America does. We pay for both sides of everything. You know how many terrorists have American hand weapons just in their hands these days? You know what I mean? Turns out the second someone set to replace the leader, that dude is a fairy tale before they can drop their next deuce. Yeah. It's probably a hospital. Israel is nothing without the USA. Yeah, they clearly it looks like Israel wanted to bomb a lot more places, and America was like, no, you can't be doing that, but you can bomb these places. Yeah, that's fine. But it's happening. This is what we just played a little bit ago. This is Al Jazeera, right? They're not even showing the missiles just yet, but reports of 5 to 7 explosions, talking about what Max Power was saying a few minutes ago. Breaking news. I mean, this is the one that we keep on seeing quite a bit here. Tehran skies where Israel is continuing with its attack from Islamic regime of Iran. So you can see the missiles up in the air. You know. I'm trying to look for strikes. Let's see. Pro-life libertarian says, oh God, World War III is popping off. How many times have we heard World War III is popping off this year? I feel like it's been way, 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 way too many here. Let's see. Oh, they got jets flying over there. Yeah, they do. What's going on here? Okay, there's nothing happening in this. I'm not going to watch the entire thing. Let's see. This is Tehran right now. I see community notes. Let's see what community note says. This picture is of a 2021 oil refinery fire near Tehran, so that's not it. That's a bad photo. I already saw that one. Tehran right now. This could be something new. I don't know. See, there's so much misinformation. If any of this is misinformation, you will not see this video up tomorrow because YouTube will literally take it down. They'll be mad at me. They will be very mad at me. I'm like, what are you talking about? I said this is a possibility. It's on X. You know what I mean? But YouTube will still play that game. Let's see. It is interesting how a lot of people are saying nothing as bad is happening when clearly, like, there's a lot of bots that are pro-Israel, pro-Tehran, or pro-Iran. There's a lot of bots on social media, and it's crazy how they're all ready to go within a moment's notice to kind of share different things. And it might be the exact same language, everything. But I always find that so crazy. Trump is destroying Kamala and the polls. Oh my gosh, release World War III. Oh man. But see, no, they wouldn't do it like that, because if World War III breaks off, I think the majority of Americans would prefer Donald Trump in office rather than Kamala. Because you have that history of like Trump like saying, hey, stop this, stop this, stop this. People like, they fucking listen to him. Or, I don't know if you guys remember, he dropped that fucking Moab bomb on the Middle East a while back. That was crazy. But yeah. So, a lot of stuff going on, of course.
Yeah, it's too early right now. Again, we heard only about an hour or so ago of those initial strikes. But we have been seeing initial reports of explosions again in and around the capital, Tehran. There are unconfirmed reports that the headquarters and the barracks of the IRGC, that's the Iran Revolutionary Guard Corps, have been targeted. But that's just initial unconfirmed reports there. As the hours continue on into the early part of the morning and as daylight comes,
Max, I'm happy you're not over there.
Has happened in Iran and what, if anything, Iranian state media does report out on this. But as we are right now at 3 a.m. in the morning, we're only hearing of explosions.
Bro is tired. Look at those eyes. Bro is tired.
But no reports officially of any damage in Iran.
Well, we know you will stay on top.
Bro is tired. He just wants to go to sleep, man.
Seen for a very long time.
Indeed, indeed. So, look, since the establishment of the Islamic Republic here in
Okay, I don't like history lectures. I just want to see what's exactly happening over there.
We've already seen the Iranian state news agency saying that they've been hearing blasts outside of Tehran, Iran's capital. We don't know whether or not this is going to, invite some sort of retaliation from the Iranians that could really bring in the entire region. And here, speaking to you from Lebanon, that is the real worry, whether or not Iran's main cat's paw here in the whole Middle East, which is Hezbollah, whether or not they're going to be activated into this, whether or not they're going to release the big weapons that we know that they have, and we know that they haven't actually unleashed against the Israelis despite the past year of war, whether or not this becomes a real region-wide conflict. This is something that is...
Okay, so everybody's saying the same thing they said the last time Iran attacked Israel, the last time Israel attacked Iran. It seems like everybody wants to have, like, everybody's slapping each other, but nobody's ready to pull out the closed fist, right? That's what it seems like is happening right now. Bitcoin off of this news, nothing really crazy has been happening. What I'm more concerned about is Bitcoin looks like it wants to drop down here towards like $63,000 by the end of today. So again, be very, very mindful of that. Be very, very careful. If we're lucky, we'll find a way to pop back up since we do have a new day starting off. But like, be so careful with Bitcoin, guys. Altcoins, I mean, yeah, they're going to have a really bad day if Bitcoin does fall down. But you guys can really see Bitcoin come down to a minimum of like 65,000. And then that's about $1,500 loss on Bitcoin. And then all the way down here towards 63,200. So you could definitely see Bitcoin just have a really, really bad day. Okay, so please be mindful of that. I really want you guys to be focused on this. I know the Israel news is going to be important. Israel's news probably isn't going to be the best for what's happening with Bitcoin, all that good stuff here, but just keep in mind, right now it looks like Jeff Bezos, the Washington Post, that news is the big one from today, but World Series is going to be big. DJ Clark Kent, I guess Superman or something like that. Beyonce, yeah, you know what I mean? So there's stuff happening. We're good for now, but please be mindful of Bitcoin. I'll be streaming both days this weekend. I think I'm going to try to stream Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, tomorrow I have a date, so I probably have to stream some other time in the morning, and then partly maybe in the afternoon before I go out to a different party event. Sunday, I'm free the whole day. That should be better. And then Monday, I kick it off to Vegas. And in Vegas, I'll be doing live streams while walking around with my gimbal, streaming to you guys from good old Las Vegas, which will be pretty fun. And I'll talk to you guys about what I see. If they have really good Wi-Fi there, I may be able to stream with you guys inside of the expo hall, but I really have no idea if I can even do that or not, so we'll see. What do you call it? But hopefully you guys all have a good rest of your night. It is Friday. Go chill and have a good time. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate all that. But yeah, relax, guys. This is going to be a crazy weekend no matter what happens. Again, Bitcoin's going up $2,000 to $3,000 today, or it's going down $2,000 to $3,000 today. There's like no middle right now. It's going to be chaotic. So if we do see something crazy happening tomorrow, I will try to go live before my date or after my date. And then I have a party to go to later on that night, but it's like a party that lasts like from like 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So I can show up at 10, I can show up at 11. I'll still have enough time to party. So yeah, keep it. Have a good day, everybody. Please be careful. There's a lot of stuff going on. Day traders out there, focus on meme coins because that's where the majority of the volatility is at this point in time, okay? Let Bitcoin cook. Just make sure we stay above the 20-day moving average because although the daily chart's a little bit more bearish, it's the weekly chart that's going to be helping Bitcoin have that larger move. So